The Minnesota Timberwolves are on the road to take on the Oklahoma City Thunder. This is Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals, and my best bets are on the way. As always, my name's Austin. Thank you for tuning in, and we've been delivering winners for you guys. Hopefully, you've been making some money with us, because yesterday we continued our 5-0 run and made it a 6-0 run with Jalen Brunson with a legacy layup. I thought it was going to be sweat-free at 29 after 3, and he made us sweat to the final 15 seconds to get a layup. Hey, we take that. If I have to watch another Mikal Bridges bricked 3, I might throw something. But we take that. We move to a 6-0 run. Let's keep things cooking today. Now, if that wasn't good enough, we also tossed out an Underdog fantasy entry, and that smacked for 5 extra money. Every single one in there was pretty sweat-free, besides Brunson's points. But he came through with a legacy cash, cash our prop, cash our Underdog entry. If you've never heard of Underdog, well, number one, you might be living under a rock. Number two, yeah, I'll change that for you, because Underdog Fantasy, the best daily fantasy platform out there. Sign up, use my code COS. Not only will you get a deposit match up to $1,000, that's pretty cool. You also get an Anthony Edwards free pick. The only way you get that is using my code COS. It's pretty dang simple. Sign up. Here are all the states Underdog's available in. If it's in your state, you have no excuse. You can deposit $10. You get a free pick. You can try to roll it over in this game. If you don't roll it over, whoa, whoop-de-doo. You lost $10, $5, whatever it may be. Sign up using my code COS. I would appreciate it. Links down below. Let's continue that 6-0 run. Let's make it a 7-0 run. Why not us? Let's talk with this guy. We've taken his prop in this series before, and it's going to be an under, and it's the big ragu. Dante DiVincenzo, under 9.5 points, minus 115 on Caesars. Again, just a half unit play, not going crazy here. If you watched my Game 3 video, number one, thank you. Number two, you would know I got pretty dang animated about Dante DiVincenzo and how I don't think he's shooting the ball well. And I think he's a liability defensively. Now, he did fix the shooting the ball well, but now he's back on the road, so that might go down. And he still is a liability on defense. Now, Dante DiVincenzo, we'll highlight kind of how he's done in this series. He had a killer Game 4, and yet he still had the worst plus-minus on the team. Again, Dante DiVincenzo, if you have not watched the series super closely, or maybe you're going to watch the game tonight, and maybe you're just not paying to Dante DiVincenzo, because who the hell cares about the big ragu? We will care about him tonight. Watch him when he gets switched onto SGA. The Thunder hunt him. They call whoever he's guarding up to SGA. They hunt him because he can't guard SGA. I mean, heck, not a lot of guys can, but he fouls SGA probably every single time. So again, wouldn't shock me if he's in foul trouble tonight. Watch him when he guards him. He's literally, I swear, he's holding his hands the whole time. So I think he could get into foul trouble. We're not banking on that. But I just think he's a liability defensively. And he also turns over the ball way too much. So again, we look at those turnovers and not being great defensively on the road. If he's not lights out shooting the ball, he could easily get benched for Mike Conley, who did not play well last game. But Nickeil Alexander-Walker has been elite this series. And honestly, I just don't see Dante playing a big role here. Now, we'll highlight how he's done so far in the postseason, and it's been pretty dang bad. Dante's under this line in 82% of games, 79, whatever. Sure, he went over last game. I get it. He shot 5 of 8 from 3, made 7 of his 11 shots. Sure, if Dante shoots 60%, fine. Yeah, we're probably going to lose, but what are the odds he does that compared to that's at home? And then what about when he's on the road? Like on the road, under in every single game. He's had some close calls on 9. I just don't see this guy playing too well here and playing a ton of minutes. I mean, he got 28 minutes last game, but that was because Mike Conley was stinking it up. I mean, we look at his 3-point prop. Look at the 3-point prop. We're heavily juiced towards the under 2.5 threes. I mean, minus 188 on FanDuel, minus 180 on DraftKings. Those are pretty sharp books. They got him heavily juiced towards the under in 3-pointers. And like I said, 9.5, you can get pretty much every single buck. Now, Caesars was moved a tad since I posted it out. But again, minus 125, minus 130. I love it there. I don't think it really matters. What just take it at 9.5, whatever you can get it at. Again, like I said, he's been struggling. That under in 3s is heavily juiced. Now, if you go to Mr. Dante DiVincenzo this season, and you were to filter, let's say games in which he makes 2 or fewer 3-pointers, we're looking at a hit rate of about 78, 79% once again. What happens when he makes 2 or fewer 3-pointers and plays less than 30 minutes? Because I'd honestly be shocked if he saw 30 or more minutes. You're looking 30 or fewer, under an 82%. What happens if you saw less than that, 25 minutes, which could easily happen today? I mean, almost every single game he's going under that. But if you keep it at 30 and you just sort by away games, it's under an 85% of games. I mean, call me a hater. I like the big ragu. I bet on him a ton last year in the postseason with my Knicks. But this just, if he's not knocking down his shots, there is a zero reason for him to be on the court. And coming off a game where he made 5 threes, number one, you'd expect some shooting regression. Number two, the Thunder, although they won that game, they won it by 2 points. So I don't think they really want to win a game by 2 points again. So again, we'll probably see a slower paced game here. And Anthony Edwards also sucked last game. He shot 13 times. You think Ant-Man shooting 13 times tonight? I'll cut off my left arm if he shoots 13 times. He'll shoot more than that. All right, I'm not cutting off the left arm. But again, I'd really hate the big Ragus today. So we'll fade under 9.5 points, go to a 7-0 run. I'll talk with the ladder. I didn't even post the ladder challenge also cashed. We'll have day 3 posted later on today. Now I'm going to talk about my underdog entry. Try to smack a second straight day. A reminder, this was yesterday's entry. A reminder, you can sign up using my code COS, get a free pick, Ant-Man score 1 point. A reminder, here's all the states that's available in. Again, code COS, free pick, and a match on your first deposit up to $1,000. Here's what we're rolling with. I'll talk Dante DiVincenzo somewhere in there for less than. I like Jaden McDaniels matchup starting at the bottom. They're leaving him wide open. Ant-Man, first quarter rebounds. Might look like a weird prop. I think he gets 2 boards. I really haven't done, I don't know what his regular first quarter prop is. But if you look at the 1.5, sneaky prop, he's been pretty good at that in this series. 3, 6, 5, only 1 rebound last game. But again, I really think Ant-Man last game was disengaged. And I think he'll be locked in today on the defensive glass. Won't be shocked if his rebounds makes the ladder challenge. I'm not sure I'll put it in there because asking guards for rebounds is no fun. But I do think that he is aggressive on the boards. He was just disengaged last game. They were trapping him and stuff, and he was just not locked in. He'll be locked in tonight, and I think he grabs those boards. Shea, I don't want to spoil the ladder. Less than points will be in there for SGA. I think if the Timberwolves are going to go out, they ain't going out with SGA beating them. So I would be shocked if he honestly had another even close to 40 points. I think he maybe gets low 30s, but 40, he ain't doing that today. Lou Dort, the last leg of this entry. Again, $10 on this turns into 77, 20 on it turns into like 150. Lou Dort is the guy. If I had to pick one Thunder, if I am the Timberwolves coming into this game, and that's if I'm the Timberwolves, and we'll talk about my BOD. You know what? Actually, we'll get into my spread pick while I talk about Lou Dort and why I think he has a big game. My favorite lean for games. Yesterday, we had the first half team total over for the Pacers. Today, I lean the other way for the Thunder under 58.5. Look, if I am the Timberwolves coming into this game, number one, our backs against the wall. We better come out and be great defensively. So we ain't great defensively. What the hell are we doing? We're on the road. We need to show up defensively. That's the only chance we have of winning this game. We're not winning a 125 game. We're just not. But I also think you're going to see a lot of double teams coming towards SGA. J-Dub will be tightly defended. They are going to force. If I'm Chris Finch, I'm going to go out with Lou Dort beating me, Alex Caruso beating me. Let those guys beat you, which is why I like Lou Dort's over in threes today, because I'm leaving that guy wide open. Sure, he shoots better at home. Prove it. Prove it to me that you shoot better at home. I'm not letting SGA get a bunch of mid-ranges. I will live with Lou Dort making some shots. We'll late contest them and live with that. So I think this is a slower paced game than what we saw last game. I mean, 250, whatever points combined. That's nuts. I don't love the first full game team total for the Thunder. They could get going in the second half, but I think that first half's going to be slow scoring. They might not even break 50. So I do like that team total under for the OKC Thunder. I would be my lean for the day. Again, that's my underdog slip. $20 on that puppy turns into 150. Take advantage. Use code COS. You get that free pick for Ant-Man. All the states. I've already shown it 10 times. Trina's POD. She is sticking to points and assists. I didn't like the cat one yesterday, but I saw the vision and she got it done. Today she's going to a role player on the road. Nas Reed over 11.5 points plus assists. To give her some analysis, she doesn't know who the hell Nas Reed is, but this is my wife. Again, you can tell her age. She's 4-4, but she's 3-0 on points and assist props for what it's worth. Nas Reed, if you want to sell job for it, which I don't necessarily know if I agree or disagree with the pick. I don't think Rudy Gobert plays as big of a role today. I get he was really good in game 4, but again, a lot of offensive rebounds relied on there. I think maybe you put in Nas Reed for some better shooting. Maybe you keep Rudy. I don't know. If they get down, they're going to have to put in Nas Reed. So I look for Nas Reed, who hasn't shot the ball terrifically well in the series, but Alexander Walker's been playing really well. McDaniels has had some good games. DiVincenzo just had a good game. Maybe Nas Reed gets some open opportunities. So I don't hate the pick. I don't hate. Do I love it? No. That's my wife. Do whatever you want with it. But as for my official pick in this game, the big Ragu, we are fading it. I would love to see a game 6 in the series. I personally don't think we do. Thunder are just a little too good, but I would love it. But either way, I will have day 3 of the ladder challenge posted in a little bit, definitely by like noon. So noon p.m. Eastern time, you should have it with 8+ hours before tip off. Again, you can get on in it, get early access with the Dub Club, Fade and Big Ragu, cash on that underdog slip, and we're having a miraculous Wednesday. Either way, have a great day. Good luck on all your picks tonight. Let me know your favorites down below in the comment section. Like and subscribe if you're new. My second channel somewhere on the screen. You can go check out that. I post a bunch of videos with my wife. They're fun. They're not sports betting related, so if that's not interested to you, You don't have to click it. I don't care. Either way, thanks for tuning in. Let's turn that 6-0 run into a 7-0 run. And hopefully you've been making some money with us over the past week. Let's take us back tomorrow with some more. See you then. Peace.